What is going on, Major Calisthenics team? In this video, I'm going to be showing you what skills you should be learning in calisthenics in this particular order, so that way you will have a fantastic journey. So the first two skills that I'd like you to focus on is the muscle up and the handstand. Why? The handstand will work on your balance and body awareness, which is not too taxing. It's going to be predominantly working on your pushing strength, whereas the muscle up is going to be working towards your pull-ups, your dips, your push-ups, so improving your overall fundamentals. And in between, there'll be different progressions, which I will also call them skills as well. And then after you've got the muscle up and the handstand, you've got the back lever, front lever, even the pistol squats. So let's go over them together. Alrighty, the first progression towards unlocking the handstand is called the Cropo. This is going to teach you how to be on your hands without the assistance of your feet, and it's going to teach you how to balance too. Typically, if you can do between 5 to 10 push-ups, you will have the strength to be able to hold yourself. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to do it, and then we'll progress on to the next one. So I'm going to place my hands down at about shoulders width apart. Initially, my shoulders are stacked on top of my wrists. Notice how my inner knees are placed onto my outer elbows. Then I'm going to bend my arms. I'm going to pull my fingertips back to create a claw grip. And then I'm going to lean forward. Notice how my triceps are at 90 degrees. I'm going to slowly lift one foot off, followed by the other, and I'm going to hold. Now when I'm breathing in through my nose, out through my mouth, keeping a constant flow of it. So a common mistake that I usually see is people rush into it. Okay, so they go like this and they try to, and then they collapse. This is why it's very important for us to get into the 90-degree elbow position first. So lower down, breathe. Once we are in that spot, squeeze your knees in between your elbows, lift one foot off, slowly let go of the other. So try to shift your weight onto your fingertips. And when it comes to balance, you're going to think about balancing on your feet, right? So if you feel like you're falling forward that way, you shift your weight onto your fingertips and you press down into the ground. This is going to keep you connected with your body and going to help you to counterbalance. Now if you're falling that way, you then shift your weight to the palms of your hand. So it's constantly shifting forward, constantly shifting back, and we always want to squeeze the core too. And if you do need to bow and fall, you just bring your knees together and then come down. It might help if you get yourself a yoga mat or a cushion in front, so that way you don't smash your face in. The next skill is called the Cropo. So this is the progression from the frog stand. And why it is a progression is because you will be placing your knees on your triceps rather than outside of your elbows. What this will do is it will shift your hips a little bit forward, so that way it will be stacked on top of your wrists. So your center of balance and mass is going to be more stacked on top. All right, so similar position, hands about shoulders width apart. Look how my knees are on my triceps or close to my elbows. I'm going to lean forward, slowly lift one foot off, followed by the other, and hold. Remember to breathe and watch how my hands are moving back and forth, back and forth. And if you need to come down, you push back, okay? Same principle. If you're falling forward, you press forward. If you're falling back, you press back. So these are the two skills that you can learn in one day. The next skill is called the elbow lever. So this is where it's quite fancy, it's quite cool, and you'll need a little bit more strength. That's why I put it third. So ideally, you should be able to do around 15 to 20 push-ups, and if you can do 10 dips, you should have enough strength for it. So the setup will be placing your hands on the ground, fingertips facing away from each other. This is going to give us a little bit more range of motion in our wrists. Okay, so we're going to place it like this, whereas if it's like this, it's going to be limited by your wrists. So we're going to put it outside, okay, and try to dig your elbows into your torso. So let me set myself up. Right, so elbows in. Notice how, look, my elbows are in between my hips. I want to lean forward, squeeze my bum. Hopefully that is straight. Boom. So a lot of it, your elbows will be resting here. And we just lean forward. And when I'm in there, my weight is shifted to the front of my palms. When we're squeezing the glutes, think about doing a donkey kick motion. So push your hips forward, bring the heels back like this, both heels back, okay? So some of you guys may look a little bit like this, okay? So we need to squeeze the glutes, lift your legs up and hold. Woo. If you feel like your elbows are slipping, maybe you need to change your top from perhaps using a less slippery surface and really hold it in. It might help if you use parallettes, it'll be a lot more easier. If you have access to parallettes, this will be a lot easier on the wrist too, and you have high ground clearance, therefore you're able to get into the position a lot more easier. Okay, so like this, boom, elbows in, and down. Oof. The fourth skill that you can learn will be lower body one, which is called the pistol squat or the one-legged squat. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. 1 foot up, come down, and then up. Alternate, down, and then up. So you require great amount of lower body strength, especially unilateral strength. So strength on one side of your leg, and also some flexibility too. So if you don't know where to even start, I've actually made a YouTube video on how to get your first pistol squat, so I'll leave the link in the cards right somewhere on top here. So the basic progression for this is to do two things. One is assisted pistol squat. So if you were to grab yourself a pole, stand on one leg, we come down, and then we're going to use our arm to help us pull up. So this is going to help us to build strength, endurance and flexibility for the pistol squat. So the more arm you use to pull yourself up, the easier it is. So let's do 5 reps together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof. And then we'll do the other side as well, because we want to get even. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's progression 1. The other progression is to do negative. So by working on the eccentric, the lowering phase, you're going to build up the strength and endurance to be able to do the positive phase, so the upward phase. So pretty much 1 foot, come down as slow as you can, usually between the count of 3 to 5 seconds, and then you reset. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then reset. So that's how you do the pistol squat. The fifth skill that you can learn is called the handstand. So we've done specifically the crow pose and the frog stand to help you to develop awareness within your hands. So then if we apply it, we should be able to do the handstand. So kick up, hold, boom. Now, I have made a comprehensive YouTube video on how to unlock your first handstand. So if you don't know where to start, click the link somewhere in this video and it will take you to that tutorial. Also check in the description box down below and it will take you there. All right. But if you're super eager to start, the first drill that you can do is called the chest to wall handstand. I like to practice the chest to wall variation is because it's going to teach us straight alignment, right? Whereas if we were to kick up back to the wall, our heel will go past our shoulders and then it will create like a banana shape. Look, you see how my heel goes over my shoulders and it creates a banana shape. Whereas if we go into the chest to wall variation, you're forced to have everything stacked on top of each other. You see how my alignment is so much better now? So I would start with this and work on holding this for 30 seconds to build up shoulder strength. The next skill is of course the muscle up. This is what most of us are drawn to. So pull up, come up and around the bar. So it involves a pull and a dip. Whew, I haven't warmed up properly. You can see there, the muscle up involves both a pull and a push. So you need to be good with pull-ups as well as your dips. So the requirements are to be able to do at least 10 strict form pull-ups and also 10 dips, parallel dips. And it'll be a bonus if you can do 20 push-ups, but that should come naturally anyway. Now that's the basic strength. Also, you need to learn the transition, so the progression, to help you to understand the movement path of the muscle up. So if you don't know where to start, I've actually made a video on how to get the muscle up step by step. So I'll leave the link somewhere up here for you to check out. But the main two drills that I'd like to show you are, one, the jumping bar muscle up, and two, the negative muscle up. So let's show how that works. The jumping bar muscle up will teach you the trajectory of the transition. When we do the muscle up, we come up and around the bar in a C-shaped curve rather than going straight up. So this drill is perfect for that. Get yourself a low bar, place your feet underneath the bar. I'm gonna extend my arms out, push my hips forward, see that I'm in a bow shape, and then I'm gonna lean back, tuck my knees in towards my chest, and then I will catapult my body, drive the elbows back, and wrap my chest around the bar. So it's important that we tuck our knees up, okay, to generate hip thrust. This is gonna help us with momentum. And when we transition up, we rotate the wrist. So let's do 4 reps together. So arch, bow shape. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. It's gonna help us to build confidence, to be able to teach us, oh, we're up on this bar. It's actually not so bad. So do this exercise, it's a great one. The next progression is called the negative muscle up. Again, to be able to work on the upward face, we need to learn the lower down face to build up the strength for that. So the key is, the slower you can come down, the better it'll be, because it will demonstrate strength and control. So we're gonna get on top of the bar, and kind of a mental cue when transitioning down, bring the elbows in towards your torso, so that way you're forced to use your bicep and grip the bar tight. Imagine breaking the bar. Have your thumbs wrapped underneath and around. So we're gonna get up, okay? We're gonna come down, elbows tucked in, touch your lower chest, lean back, and down. So that's quite a fast negative. We can even slow it down a lot more. Damn, I should have warmed up for this. My body is screaming. Down, especially this part. Come down, lock the arms out. So if you don't know where to start with the muscle up, again, I've made a video on how to do this step by step. I'll leave the link somewhere in the video here. The next skill I'm going to be showing you is called the back lever. Now this is a skill you can actually train alongside the muscle up and the handstand. We don't have to do this in specific order, but it can be trained alongside, and it's actually quite easy. So get onto the bar. We're going to loop our feet through, get into the top, kick out, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. This is something I never do, and you always have it, because once you can do it once, you have the strength to be able to do it. And being able to do skills such as the muscle up, the handstand, and also the front lever is gonna keep the strength there. So to be able to do the back lever, you need to be able to do around about 10 pull-ups at least. Let's actually up it a little bit, 15 to 20 to be safe. And pretty much we just loop our feet in, and I'm going to show you 2 to 3 progressions towards that. The first progression for this is called skin the cat. Okay, so pull up, cross your legs, come down, and then pull back. Okay, it's going to build up the strength as well as the mobility in the shoulders. All right, work up towards being able to do that for 5 reps, and then I'm going to show you the next progression. I'm going to show you, let's say, 3 more. Okay, so we're going to go into the tuck, boom, hold that for 20 seconds. Once we can do 20 seconds, we go advanced tuck. Once we can do that for 20 seconds, we do single leg kicks, build up strength. Once we can do 5 to 10 reps, all in total, then we will go onto the single leg hold. Straddle, and then pull. You get the point. 20 seconds hold in each progression before you move on to the next one. The last progression is the front lever. Woo! So I put this last because ideally you get the muscle up now first, because then it's going to teach you how to build up explosive pulling strength, because the front lever is pretty much back and core. So once you can do 5 muscle ups at least, then I'd say go to the front lever, so that way your body will be conditioned. If you were to just go straight for the front lever as your first skill, you're gonna have a hard time doing it because your body's not conditioned. So that's why we go for the earlier skills first, build our strength up, and then eventually we go for this one. So in terms of progressions, we're gonna start off with the tuck. And if you don't know where to start, I've made a video on how to do the front lever many times, so make sure to check it out somewhere in the cards here. So we'll start off with the tuck. Boom. Hold that for 15 to 20 seconds. So notice how my back is parallel to the ground, my arms are locked out. Once we can do that, we extend into the advanced tuck. Once we can do that, we do single leg, straddle, and then full. So that is the brief overview of the progression. This is probably going to take you between 8 to 12 months at least. So take your time with it, get the muscle up down first, and then we can go for the big boys. To summarize, those are the skills that I would recommend for you to learn in order. First of all, the muscle up and the handstand should be your first side quest if you're new to calisthenics. And then with the supplementary skills, you can do the elbow lever, the pistol squat, the back lever, and then you can then progress on to the front lever. So if I were to start my journey, frog stand, Cropos, elbow lever with the pistol squat, handstand and the muscle up, and then the back lever too, and then the front lever. And then soon we can do the planche. But that's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. And also don't forget to subscribe, so that way you can come back for more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next video.